All right.
So I think just to mix it up, so you can see a different approach, do you mind if I go 14-16, or do you want me to do the...
I don't mind at all, man. I mean,
Okay.
ultimately, it just comes down to what you're most comfortable with. 14-16 is great because it gives you some very rigid drone timings, which you just don't have with the Speedling Expand. Because with Speedling Expand, you just have to maintain lings, basically. So if you lose them, they have to be replaced immediately. And we can see that he is in a very appropriate position for 14-16, which should make us happy.
So now that I see what's going on, where's a good spot to put this Overlord?
His third. But I would leave him there until you see a Cybernetics Core.
Okay.
Because I mean, he could throw down the second gateway and make zealots. That's something you need to be aware of. He probably won't, but you know, until he has a cyber core, he can't build anything that can kill that Overlord. But when the cyber core goes down, yeah, sure, do your thing. All right. Hopefully you can get this hatch up. Go, little guy. Heck yeah. You blocked his pylon. Now you next step is getting about 4 lings out, and a queen started, and an overlord as well, which we missed. Shame.
We did.
Well,
I made it all the way to 26 last game. You knew I had to mess it up this game.
You're actually okay if you start it now, but you're like just procrastinating about it for some fucking reason. Come on, overlord. Please, Paul.
Can't be easy, man.
Thank you.
Gotta make it a challenge.
Drone.
Oops, Zergling. How about a roach warren? Is that okay?
Not yet. Not yet. You just do the opposite of what I say. Paul, make an overlord. I'm going to sacrifice an overlord. No, Paul, that's the exact opposite of what we need. I don't care. Alright, let's do a little scouting. You haven't done any. This is good. You're checking around for pylons and stuff. I want this to continue. I don't want you to be content with just checking around your hatchery. You want to check the whole side of your map. You're building pure drones right now. Why did you build so many fucking lings, Paul? Alright.
Because I'm going to win the game right now.
You can use 2 separate control groups of Zerglings. One of them needs to be looking for that probe. The other needs to be doing normal stuff. Start your ling speed, start your second gas, start your second queen, start a lot of drones. Ling speed, Paulie. Alright, you're scouting with those Zerglings. Alright. That should key you up right away that something's not normal.
I'm just going to let him get shot at when I run by.
It's fine. Leave one there in his natural. And from here, like, Paul, I see 2 stalkers and a zealot. I'm thinking 4-gate for sure. So you need to be panicking right now. You need to be like, holy fuck, where's the pylon? Where's the probe? How many spine crawlers can I make in my natural? And you can't make any more drones at this point. So you got to be making pure lings. You can put the roach warren down, and you have to be looking actively, Paul, for a probe and a pylon. You're not treating this with the urgency that it requires, and you're about to lose the game because of it.
Oops, you said no drones, so I made drones.
Are you fucking kidding me, Paul?
I don't joke about drones, man.
Alright, so you're searching everywhere for pylons and probes. And with your tower control, you can actually see that he is starting to push. Lings, 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 as many as you can afford. Okay, you found it, Paul. Paul, you fucking found it. Do something about it.
Should I do something about it?
You can box off like 4 lings to deal with the stalker. There he is in your natural. You need to be making pure lings. They need to be rallied in your natural. Your natural hatchery has 11 larvae. Alright, do not lose Zerglings, Paul. The Zerglings are your lifeblood. Do not lose Zerglings, Paul! Okay. All right, so you're still, you know, the rush is on. He's still going to be looking like to put down pylons. You got to continue. You got to have a Ling force out on the map to find and eliminate the pylon. Meanwhile, oh fuck, losing overlords is going to hurt. This is a direct engagement. You can't do that. All right, see, there's the pylon. Kill the probe. Kill the probe. Kill the probe. Oh.
I didn't see the probe, man.
He
I was
raced
running
right past it.
I was looking elsewhere.
All right. So you can engage the pylon, but you don't want to. Careful with your queen. Paul, you have 9 larvae at your natural hatchery. There's blink that you can see now, so you know right away that you're going to need some hydras. You have 5 larvae at your natural and 3 in your main. You still have 5 larvae at your natural. There you go. Those are some really good transfuses. You want to be rallied right into those stalkers. You have a lot of zerglings here, but you want to engage with overwhelming force. You don't want to be engaging in piecemeal, shitty little fights like that. Bring the God, Paul, your lings are just running all over the place.
So it's a terrible spot. Do I keep attacking the one? Okay, there he blinked away.
He's really abusing the terrain there, Paul. So now we're starting to spend a little bit, but your injections have fallen off. Alright, you got 18 lings about to pop out. But right now it's just piecemeal.
So this is going well.
Yeah, not so much, Paul. This is pretty shitty. So why did this game suck so bad?
I didn't find his pylon in general. I'm terrible and awful. I did treat the
if you start with this
4-gate
negative Nancy shit, I'm going to.
Hey man, I'm just listening to my coach. Paul, what the fuck? Paul, what the fuck? Because I don't.
Yeah, you're not terrible because you screwed up, but you fucking screwed up, and you need to man up and say I made a mistake, but I'm going to fix it next time.
Well, I'm still trying to establish what the mistake is, which is part of the problem.
Okay. The mistake, Paul, is when a toss comes with a 1 base attack like this. Let's go ahead and GG. When a toss comes with a 1 base attack like this, he is all in. Right?
Okay. I believe you.
Say again?
I believe you.
So, when somebody alt-ends us, what mentality must we adopt?
I need to get aggressive with my defenses.
It's like the universally can't be wrong answer.
All right,
hey
man, I tried.
Here's the thing. When he's going all in, you want to just attack it once. Right? You want to fight 1 time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Why does that make sense?
Because he's not planning his step after the all-in. He's either going to win or he's going to die. And
exactly.
If I beat that 1 attack,
exactly.
I win the game.
There is no subsequent step after his all-in. If you stop the all-in, you win the game.
Right.
So, what did you do? How did you handle that?
Made half drones, half zerglings instead of all zerglings. Took a while to get my spine crawlers down.
And
ran around
importantly,
with my zerglings.
how many times did y'all fight?
Multiple.
Several.
With small forces.
Yeah, so you had several small limited engagements that you did not win, instead of 1 big, overwhelmingly victorious engagement that you just face rolled.
Right.
And now this is, and it's frustrating. We talked about this on my show with In Control last night. This is one of the most frustrating things in the world because all Protoss has to do is build units and go attack. As a Zerg player, we have to be stalling until the last possible moment and then engaging overwhelmingly. And the way In Control put it, You know, your hatchery does not get one shot by a stalker, right? A stalker's not going to walk up and be like, pew, hatchery dead. That's not the way it works. So you want to be buying yourself as much time as possible, and if that means letting your hatchery just sit there and take hits and take hits and take hits until it's in the orange, then that's what it's going to be. But we're going to wait. We're like Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Hold, you know?
Right. So
hold. And we wait, and we wait, and we have our lings fucking rallied back behind our minerals if that's what it takes. And then when we have the overwhelming numbers, I don't know what the next line is from that particular scene in that movie, but when you have the overwhelming unit advantage, you engage one time and you crush him, and it doesn't fucking matter if you had to cut drones to do it, because he is all in. Once you crush the attack, the game's over, because he's got no second step. You have your 2 bases, you have larva injection, you can easily drone heavily. You know, you just have to oh, hey, I killed you, game's over now, and then just do whatever it takes to kind of clean up, right?
Okay. Should I have moved my drones down to my natural?
And at that point, the game was over.
No. I mean, when he first came in, and while I'm trying to build up my Braveheart force of Zerglings, should I have moved my drones or kept them up there mining?
You should have. I mean, if he came up into your main,
like he did, yeah.
I mean, at that point, like the time you're referencing in the game is after the time when you would have fought.
Okay.
If you just take your time and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, you know, eventually you're going to get there, and you're going to have 50 lings to his 15 stalkers, and it's going to be hilarious. And you're just gonna hit him hard and fast, and it's totally possible that, you know, it's going to become this sort of give and take, ebb and flow type situation where you're just barely killing everything and he's falling back, and then you have to fall back onto your creep. But then you just re-adopt that same mentality. Hold, and go. And then hold, and go. And now in the case of Blink Stalker, you want to be also simultaneously getting Hydras out as fast as you possibly can.
Is the range upgrade as important for the first thing to hit as the roach speed is?
No.
Okay.
It's actually more important. In the case of these Blink Stalker all-ins, you're going to skip range, because you can't spend 150 minerals and 150 gas to get the range. You know, if you kind of barely hold it, and then he sort of falls back, then you go back, obviously, and pick up the range upgrade and carry on. But the money is better spent on units at that stage in the game. So.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So I was going to try to go and demonstrate for you, but I don't think it's necessary, because you're going to get it right this time.
Alright.
Alright. I'm going to take another sip on my cup of noodles. It's so high in sodium, it's so bad for you.
Oh yeah, you got 3 days worth of sodium right there. You should be good.
But they're so delicious. I think it's because of the sodium.
You might need to eat 14 to 15 bananas to balance that out with some potassium afterwards. You know, so you don't actually die. So.
I do like bananas. I love fruit, but I never eat enough of it. It's like I'll buy fruit and I'll eat like half of it, and then the rest of it will just go bad. Makes me
Man,
sad.
the secret. This is a pro tip for you. No charge. Buy that shit frozen.
Frozen fruit?
Oh yeah, I buy that shit all the time.
How do I eat it if it's frozen?
What's that?
What do you mean? What is it? Frozen fruit?
Fuck yeah, you buy that shit with no sugar added, and then you can thaw it at your leisure. Mango, papaya, strawberries, berries, all kinds of shit, man. Put it in the fridge.
How long does it take to thaw a frozen mango?
A day. Unless you put it in the microwave or some shit, but a lot of times I'll just use that instead of ice and water. That's go-to right there.
Huh. Where do I buy frozen fruit?
We got this thing in Indiana called a supermarket. I don't know if that's hit Georgia yet and shit, but
all right,
you might be able to go to like Florida and get it.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. Don't forget this next Overlord at 15 that you never fucking build.
What's an overlord?
Exactly.